Hello everybody and welcome back to Combat Carnage, and this time Heat C. And for Heat C we have Tornado versus Gigabyte versus Detour, but first it's Razer versus Yeti versus Roadblock. And in the arena for the first battle we have Matilda with the tusks and the chainsaw, alongside Zeb Killalot with the lance and the crushing claw.
Roboteers, stand by.
Roadblock versus Razer versus Yeti, here we go. Two champions of Overwars are in this battle together and see how they go down.
Activate.
Now immediately Razer and Roadblock meet in the middle. Yeti getting in rather late there. Now Razer getting a little chomp on the front of Roadblock, not doing much damage, just sliding down the front. Well armoured on the front of Roadblock obviously. Now just got a hold, Roadblock unable to move now to escape the jaws. Yeti now getting underneath, lifting up Roadblock. Are they going to go over? They can't self-fight. They haven't got a shroom mag or even a weapon for that matter. Now down onto the flame pit. Razor's stuck on it. It's got the claw jammed into the flame grill. Now Yeti getting in behind Razor, lifting them up now. And nearly toppling them over. Razor able to self-right with the wings now on their sides. They have to use them wings to get back up. Now self-righting very slowly, of course. They are hydraulically powered, meaning it's slow, but they can't get up. The wing's not able to push them over far enough. The Roadblock rolling them over to the side wall. They can't seem to get up. Yeti getting in now, lifting them up further onto their side. They can't self-right even if they could normally, because they'll be up against the side wall. They can't. They can use the wings, but they can't roll back over like that. Pressed up against the side wall, they can't do much. And rolling back over and opening the jaw once again. If they're on their back, they can't self-right because the jaw just gets in the way. Now into the Killalot corner, in he comes now, the menace of the arena, and getting his drill in there, trying to twist and thrust into Razer now, pulling it up slightly. It's got his hold, no, it's dropped it. Razer now, just a toy for Killalot at the minute. Still unable to self-right. Are they mobile? We'll have to see when they get out of there. Killalot now using the crushing claw, lifting them up. Is our champion going to go out now? Not ours, but obviously from both wars. Very shiny Razer. We'll have to see how they look after this heat. Now scraping on the grill. Now Yeti getting away and into the side of Roadblock, unable to get underneath. Now Roadblock in underneath Yeti with a high ground clearance on Yeti. It's not a shock now. Sticking lot, letting Razer go and free. Now on the flame grill again. Roadblock now getting in now. Oh, Razor's got a good hold on the back now. Not as well armoured on the back, I don't think. It's withstanding the pressure so far. Razer got a hold here. And oh, the claw. Razor's jaw has snapped. Roadblock, it's embedded in Roadblock. There it goes in the replay in the bottom corner. Snap. The Razer claw. Very prone to doing that. Oh, it snapped. They can't do much with that now. They're even immobilised as well. Roadblock pushing them into the corner. the claw still stuck in the back. Weapon moving away. Yeti opening the pit. There you go. Now shove someone in that. Do that. Yeti, the most reliable one so far in this battle. Roadblock. Both seem to have stopped. Now in underneath Roadblock again. The claw gets removed in the process. Roadblock now has been punctured by Yeti, who now lifts them up. And now puts him down again. Razer still stopped. They don't seem to be able to do much there. Now, yeah, pulling them back. Now the rear wheels are dangling in the pit. They need to not do that. Oh, and one of the lifty arms has come off. One of them's come off. But now pushing Roadblock into the pit. Well done, Yeti. Disposing of Roadblock. Razer and Yeti go through Roadblock into the pit. Now onto the second battle, of course, with Tornado, Detour, and Gigabyte. In the arena is Shunt and Sir Killalot. Here we go, Tornado versus Detour versus Gigabyte. Full body spinner from BattleBots. World Champion and Detour.
1.
Now immediately Gigabyte spinning up to speed. Now in comes Tornado and Detour. Detour knocks over Tornado. Tornado coming into Gigabyte. Now Tooth has come off with the Gigabyte shell. Now the Gigabyte being toppled over by Detour. Gigabyte now self-righting using that arm. Very well patented and put into the machine. Now getting some hits onto the Detour bucket. Now Tornado still upside down. Another little flip from Detour. Now Tornado charging headlong into Detour. Now the bucket scoop waves. The little wedge on front Detour. They're getting underneath Tornado. Gigabyte upside down once again. Tornado now pushing back on that hit. Now Gigabyte self-flying onto the back of Detour. Tornado pushes, then over goes Gigabyte once again. Doing a lot of self-flying in this battle. Now Detour thrusts over Tornado. Tornado upside down now. Pushing up against Detour now. Gigabyte now attempting self-fly and once again on the back of Detour. Detour now turns around and flips over Gigabyte once again. Now, Gigabyte rolling away now. And Tornado now getting in a ram now into the CPZ with Shunt. Now Detour gets in another flip onto Tornado. Now Shunt bringing the axe in now. Gigabyte is actually doing damage to the internals. Will it loosen the shelf or jam the wheels? We'll have to see. Now being slowly pushed and pulled back into the CPZ. Tornado charging into Shunt this time. And now Detour flipping over Tornado now. Up goes Tornado onto the arena side where they can't get down from there. The wheels ain't touching. The drums in the air, the wheels are in the air, but Shunt knocks it down with Gigabyte. Gigabyte's still in the corner now. Shunt using the axe. Getting some more blows and attacks. Tornado sitting on the rim of the pit. Can they get out or have they died? They seem to not be moving. Gigabyte now rolling away into Tornado now. Being pushed. Detour staying out of the action. Good job for them. Now back into the CPZ and out goes Gigabyte. Now Tornado getting a lift in on Shunt now. Tornado topple over and has done Shunt onto his side, but using the axe to self-fly. Well done. There we go now. Another attack onto Gigabyte. Gigabyte's getting now. The Americans are not welcome in the UK arena. No American robots have done well in this series, the entire series yet. And once again, Gigabyte thrusted over after being shunted away by Shunt. Tornado now backing up. Now. And Gigabyte now impaled on Refbot. Tornado with a ram onto Gigabyte this time. Refbot moving out of the way and wisely so. Now Tornado being flipped over by Detour once again and again. The Tornado's stuck on their side. They can't get down from there. They're going to need some help. But now Detour turns their attention to Gigabyte now. Gigabyte now lifted up. Up against the inside wall. Can they get ooted? Will they be flipped out of the arena by Detour? I don't think so. It's a Killot catching Detour in the midst. Gigabyte into their CPZ now. And now using the claw trying to grab a hold of Gigabyte. Now picking up Detour now and flipping it over. Detour, can they self-flight? Refbot coming in to count out Tornado. Now Detour self-flying. Gigabyte not self-flying all. Now the cold whittled around but not doing much with it. Now stuck now into Killot CPZ. Killot bumping into Detour now. Detour and Tornado now back free. Now ramming it into Gigabyte once again. There's a replay in the bottom corner. Smack. Straight back in now. Detour's been grabbed by Sir Killot and placed on top of Tornado now. A little piggyback row from Tornado. Now Gigabyte self-flying now. Wobbling a bit. And they lost control. I think they have Detour now with a flip in on Gigabyte. Ow! And the shells come off. The damage from earlier from Shunt weakened it, or I don't know, but Killot. Now Tornado stuck on top of Gigabyte now. The little tiny thing is not going to do much now. Tornado now being lifted up now. And down it goes again. Tornado being flipped up and over again by Detour. Detour clearly the lowest. Maybe Tornado should get a lower ground for the next season. Now Gigabyte upside down for what's left of Gigabyte. Now Tornado getting away. While Detour pushing Gigabyte into the CPZ with Sir Killot, who's now run over. And into the claws of Sir Killot goes Gigabyte. Gigabyte upside down. Don't think he can get up from there. Now has been raised by Sir Killot and is now being counted out by Refbot. Gigabyte throughout the competition, no shell left. Immobilized upside down in the clutches of Sir Killot. Now, Refbot, they're immobilized. Get them out of that competition before any more further harm can be done to that poor little beefcake sort of robot. And out goes Gigabyte. Once again, the American machine has failed to make it out of there.
Cease.
In fight. And Tornado being stuck on its side against the arena sidewall. And with Gigabyte and Roadblock being eliminated from the competition, it is now down to Razer versus Detour. But first, it is Yeti versus Tornado for round 2 of Heat scene. And in the arena for this battle is Dead Metal with the pincers and the saw, and Matilda with the tusks and the chainsaw.
Roboteers, stand by.
Tornado versus Yeti. First round of round 2. Here we go.
Activate.
And they both charge straight into the middle. Now Tornado pushes Yeti into the corner. Yeti being smaller and the lighter now. Oh, now in Matilda CPZ getting a few flipped in with the tusks. They are now being, oh, they've been flipped out immediately. That is a really short bout for Yeti. That is an upset and a half. And for the next fight we have Shunt and Dead Metal. Dead Metal staying in his place.
Roboteers, stand by.
Razor versus Dietor.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Here we go. Now immediately Dietor and Razor charging into the middle. Razor getting chomping on to Dietor now. On that flame pit once again. Now here we go. Razor getting another claw in straight to the bucket of Dietor, doing some damage. Now that's a hole and a half in the bucket of Dietor. I don't think it'll deform the shape just yet. Another hole. Grab onto the main weapon arm. Now bending that bucket scoop forwards. Dietor on the flame pit. For the first catch fire. I think they've just skinned it and painted it red. There's no fur, just metal this time. Razor with a crush. And a crush bending it. That's warped it out of shape. They ain't getting underneath Razor with that, I don't think. Razor hoisting itself up with that. And Dietor's flipping ability now. In underneath Razor and up goes Razor. Having to do a lot of self-righting in this heat. They're on their back, they can't get up from there, but Dietor righting them. Is that sort of sportsmanship or a mistake? Now Razor's got another grip onto Dietor. Now grabbing a hold of Dietor with the eye. There's a hole in the eye, it's scraping down it now.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, that's a great dent in Dietor's eye. Oh, now that is a lot of damage. Oh, I think there's damage and Dietor's just crumbled into pieces. Dietor, I don't think they're able to move from that. That is an insane amount of damage from Dietor. That is going to be the amount of the competition, I think. But Razor now getting out of that CPZ. Well, referee's got to count them out, but which speed is he going to count out? Dietor is out of the competition. Wow. This has been a really short heat, but we've got to go for round 3, the heat final, which is Razor vs Tornado, a rematch from many series and Robo Wars. So let's see if it goes any different ways or if it'll last the full 3 minutes, which no battle has seemed to have done this heat. But we will have to see how it gets on. And in the arena for the heat final is Matilda with the Tuscan Chainsaw. And of course the Killer with the Lance and the Crushing Claw.
Roboteers, stand by.
Razor vs Tornado, a rematch of the century.
3, 2, 1.
Here we go.
Activate.
Now Razor and Tornado with me in the middle, as most robots do. Razor's got a hold on the wheel, towing Tornado up onto his front now. And immediately the weapon of Tornado just come out. That's honestly shocking. I'm lost for words. Razor's let go. It's gone back in now. Tornado now. He hasn't budged an inch. Razor with that new crushing claw from the breakage in the first round. They've fixed it and it's back all together. Fought Diesel with it. But now it's Stone and Tornado in the final. Now down comes the Razor Claw once again. Into the wheel of Tornado. You know the drive chain on that side is not on the inside, it's on the outside of the wheel. Now picking up Tornado, lifting it slightly, getting back in, another grab. This time on the other side of the wheel. Another grabbing him straight through that side. Snagging a bit on the inside, but now getting in, pushing it back, the crack is heard. Tornado being lifted up once again and dropped again. Now Razor needs to get a killer blow And it's gone on the side this time, now lifting itself up from the overweight of Tornado. It's in there now. The claw of Razor getting in there now. Razor's been the dominant force in most of his battles, apart from the first one, where it ended up breaking. A rather weak jaw, some would say, but now Tornado dropped on its own weapon. And onto the pit now. Razor leaves it. Tornado is dead. There ain't nothing they can do. Wreckbot comes in. Counting out Tornado now. Can it move a little nudge to see? It's not smacked, it's out of the competition. Razor the winner of the heat. The most dominant robot so far. In any heat so far, been the most dominant machine. No comeuppance really, except for that first round battle where they nearly went out. Just been saved by Yeti pissing Roadblock. Now Tornado lifted by Circular Lot and dumped on that flipper. It's gonna go flying here. Circular Lot rearranging it now, putting it in a better position. Is the Tornado gonna fly once again? Yes, it does. Up and over into Matilda's area. Matilda gives it a flick and a couple once up and over and again into the other CPZ this time. Now bringing in the chainsaw. Matilda being neglected of use of the chainsaw. It's in there now doing damage. Tornado died very early on. That is a shame. After disposing of Yeti so quickly, it's been flipped and flipped again. Now, and Lot now going for that pit release bind. There it goes, down goes the pit. Tornado being flipped once again now. Stop now, so Lot comes in to grab once again the Tornado boys, ramming the drill into the main compartment of Tornado, now lifting it up, and up it goes now, onto the drill, now being twirled around on the end of that drill. Flying, floating through the air, Tornado. Lifted up now and manoeuvred onto that flame pit. Dangling there, doing more damage to the internals than Razor already has done. Now Razor, what they're doing? Ow, they're coming for a chomp on the back of the Killer Lot. The Killer Lot weighs more, being overbalanced by Razor though. Now the Killer Lot has the most weight, which means it will be able to manoeuvre Razor around. Now Razor on the back foot, getting caught on the flame drill, and it's coupled onto its side now. Tornado being pitted by Circular. A fair end for Tornado's reign, if somewhat unlucky. Down it goes. Yet Razor, the mischievous machine, is being punished now, and so it should be. You lads have been rather cocky coming into any series of Robot Wars. But breakdown after breakdown has left you guys unable to win their series.
Cease.
And with Tornado out, it leaves Razor, the winner of Heat C. They will be joining Lightning and F3 from the previous two heats to go through to the series semi-finals. Razor, a bit of a shaky heat for them, with their weapons breaking in the first round, but it came back stronger than ever against Dietor and Tornado for that matter, instantly eyeing up and getting a hold of that drive chain, immobilizing Tornado. But with this heat, it has been rather shaky filming and editing it. The battles have been edited down a lot to fit into the 3 minutes that they should be. Even then, I think I've pushed the boundaries of it, and also deleting round 2 entirely and having to refilm it, which explains why they were so short. But seems to have turned out alright. But for now, this will be me until the next time. But please like, comment and subscribe, or maybe even share. Let me know what you thought of this heat down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time for Heat D.